Hi everybody and welcome to Glowing Card Gaming. And this video we're going to go over the NFL Week 2 picks and the results. Whether I got it, where I picked correctly and I won, or whether I did not pick correctly and I lost. I'm going to show, it's going to kind of be like the first video, only I think we're going to get through this one a lot faster because there's only 22 minutes worth to cover instead of an hour. So there'll be less skipping around and more direct results. So this should be a faster video. And I'm hoping that moving forward, most of the videos will be like this one and like that one. So the week 2 picks and the results will be a lot faster and a shorter video for everybody to watch. So that being said, let's hop right into my first pick. And the reason why I'm kind of not, I think last year what I did was I just had everything arranged and I just went through. But I can't see because the video, my picture where it is here is actually where it is on the video. So I can't see the first one for the Bills and Miami. So I got to hear myself say. And I figured we'd just do this together. And so, I don't have an editor. I'm not popular. I don't have a studio. I could do some editing on my own, but all of this is already taking more time than I really have to put out these videos. So again, that's why liking, subscribing especially, watching, content and sharing it out, all that's so critical and important so that one day, I can be monetized and then I can produce better videos for you all. But until then, bear with me and I hope, it isn't too, I hope it's tolerable. I hope you're enjoying the content. I know I am enjoying doing the picks and the results and going through this. Even if I were to miss every pick, at least, I'm having fun doing it. So, let's get right into it now. So, it looks like we have Miami at 3. Let me pull up the week 2 results. And the Bills actually win. So, let me pull up my spreadsheet here. And Miami, and that is a loss. Boy, what was I thinking? Nope. I found out later, because in week 1 they had played in I think it was Brazil at the soccer stadium. The ground was not very well kept and was kind of soft and everybody was sliding around. I think the Packers quarterback Love was injured, and so he was out this week, and that's why the Colts were favored. They did. Not sure why that the what I was thinking was I'm not sure why the Colts are favored by so much, but later I found out why. So let's take a quick look at. I'm bouncing between 3 screens, so I'm just leaving the video up for you guys. But we're looking at week 2 So that Thursday night was only those two teams. So we go to Sunday the 15th and show more. And the Packers win by 6. So that is a win. So they might as well have won by 8. Let's move on. So, I just realized I'm scrolling up, and I think in my video screen, I'm actually seeing the whole screen and then my video in the corner. So I'm thinking you guys are seeing the same thing I'm seeing, when in reality, that is not the case. So I will, in the future, try and keep that in mind, because most of these I'm going to highlight the pick, but you're not going to see that. Let me go back 10 seconds here for just a second. Okay, Giants and Commanders. Commanders, 1.5 favorites here. Now, the reason I said that is because they're going to win this game and then 3 others. So the Giants won't win this game, but they'll still win 3 others. Let's go take a look, since I already clicked it. The Commanders. Let's find that the Commanders win by 3. So Commanders minus 1.5. That is a win for me. Yay! All right, I'm ahead 2-1. True. Whether somebody's up on charges. Too cold to do that now. How about how about 23? That was the lock of the week right there for sure. Um, it was pretty much a gimme, and I think everybody knew that. So that line should have been more like 10 or 13 even. It should have been a big line. I think they actually Vegas kind of missed on that, but it's only week 2, so it's harder to say. But I digress a little bit. So now I'm 3-1. Hold on. I think I might have missed one. Nope. Titans and Jets. Okay, let's take a look at the score. Uh, Titans plus 3.5. Let's see. Jets won by 7, so that's going to be a miss. Uh, so 3-2. I was hoping I would get one or two more, get out to a big lead, kind of make up for some of those bad picks last week, but doesn't look like I'm going to get that. On to the Niners-Vikings, which I'm going to guess I picked the Niners, and I know the Vikings are undefeated, so probably a miss pick coming up. Three and three. I'd take the Cowboys. I think the Saints won this. What just happened? I lucked out. Um, Saints actually, I think, win this. Let's take a look at the score. Let me write the Saints down 1 second. But I think I did luck out and get that out. Let's let the audio play while I'm figuring this out, and I'll tell you in a second. Saints win at 44-19, so they win it by 25 points. Um, which fortunately I picked them with points on top. I mean, that talk about a lock of the week. I think the Chargers were more of a lock. I mean, who knew the Saints were going to blow out the Cowboys like that? That's crazy. That's a good pick. Who did the Patriots beat the week before? Um, must have been like, oh yeah, I think they beat the Bengals, who I thought were better. But the Bengals are awful. And who knew that? I thought they were going to be a better team than they turned out to be. At least in the first 4 weeks. Who knows? The season's long. You know, you have 4 week chunks. You have like 17 games now instead of 16, but it used to be 4 quarters. So the first 4 weeks, the NFL was kind of adjusting to everybody else, getting that look on film and all of that and adjusting to each other. And then weeks 5 through 8 were the first adjustments, and you're playing different teams. You probably have one, maybe two divisional games under your belt by then, with the remainder coming up, and then you have, weeks 9 through, or your games 9 through 12, and you have at least half of your division played then with probably four, but the last 4 weeks you have at least two divisional games, and one of those probably, is for a playoff spot. So you beat your divisional opponent, rival, you advance. Um, I don't know if it's like that so much. It waxes and wanes, and you study the film and you make adjustments. So it'd be like these 4 week increments. Now it's almost like a week to week adjustment, and I think Bill Belichick probably really kind of developed that. It's a lot harder to do, but this is the NFL. You should be able to do that. Anyway, Seahawks Patriots. I'm pretty sure I'm taking the Hawks here. Let's go. I should have. Oh, also, when I made this video, I actually was sick and didn't know it. Getting ready to spike a temperature of 102, and yeah, all the badness that goes with the flu for the next 4 days. Awful. Um, just a side note. But I picked the Hawks. Wait, let's go back 10. Play that again, Sam. Who did they beat? Seahawks win by 3. Let me back it up until I could see the score. 1 second. Oh, 3.5. I'm not going to get it. That's a loss. They did go to 2-0, and that's like the 5th game that I've missed by half a point. I mean, again, if you don't think Vegas knows what they're doing, think again. They're on it. Hold on. I think I lost that. Let's take a look. Jacksonville -3. Jags. Browns. Oh yeah, Browns won by 5. So that's also a loss. Jaguars. Oh, I was doing so good. Um, so that puts me at 4-5. Not so far, not quite as bad as last week. I seem to be kind of just coin tossing and hitting and missing. Let's move on. That 9-point spread, that makes this really tough to call. What a moron. Raiders actually win that game by 3. I really don't have anything to say. Ravens should have won that walking away. They didn't. I missed the pick. At least looking at these picks and the way these are going, I think starting in week 5, because I've already got week 4 in, um, but really analyzing, who's winning and losing and the differences in the scores and stuff, and that the Raiders and the Ravens were a lot closer than I gave them credit for. Raiders might be somewhat better than I gave them credit for as well. Hard to say as a Broncos fan, but there it is. I'm not wrong. Kind of flipping coins. What was this? What was the spread on the Lions? 7.5. Lions by 7.5. Okay. Lions lose to the Bucks by 4. Maybe not as much of a Super Bowl contender as I thought. Yeah. At least I can see this one right away. Arizona by 1-point favorite. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh. They win by 31. So that's a win. That's my 5th win. think I actually got that one. I can't remember the final score, but I know that the Steelers won that. Yeah, Steelers by 7. So I'm going to get that one. I kind of have surprised myself with some of these picks because, like, some of them I'm like, oh my god, they won huge. Um, the underdog they won huge, and I'm like, I probably didn't pick the underdog, and then I I, I picked the underdog, but not to win, just to not lose by as much as what they're calling, and then I get the pick. So that's kind of a cool bonus to doing it this way. But I still am missing more than I'm getting. Actually, right now I am 6-7, so not as bad as week one. Definitely won't be because there are only 14 games this week to pick, so we're almost through it. I still agree with that, and I think they did. Let's take a look at Chiefs only by 1, so I don't think I get it. 1 second here. Let me go back. Chiefs are favored by 5.5. Yeah, I don't get that pick. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I rewound it all the way. Well, hold on. I think I think the Bears won that. And if I'm getting ready to pick the Bears, I'm going to get this one. All right, let's take a look. Oh, the Bears lose by 6. So that's another loss. See, it's harder to pick against the spread. So, I mean, if I'm just going who's going to win, I pick the Texans there because I think the Texans still win. I just think it's closer than the 4.5. So I don't get that one. This is not looking good. One more game remaining. Falcons Eagles. Probably probably should pick the Eagles here. Hopefully. Oh. I think the Eagles win, but they only win by 1. What's the score here? No, Eagles lose by 1. So I missed that pick as well. Oh man. Woo! I am stinking up the joint. Look at this. So, week 2 totals. I go 6-10 again. Really? There's 16 games? I guess there were. So, let me. Oh, you can count on me for 6 good games every week. Unfortunately, that puts me in a huge deficit. Um, so, yeah, that's not looking good. So, overall total is 12 wins, 20 losses. Boy, I'm playing or I'm picking like the Colorado Rockies record right now. Um, not gonna be. I have a feeling I'm not gonna be a winning record by the end of the season. But let's see if I can turn it around. And that is the video for tonight. Um, I know this is a little bit longer than the picks were, so I'm still trying to get it down. Still trying to get a handle on it. Uh, we'll we'll try and I'm going to try and speed these up, make them a little faster as I go along. So thank you for your patience, and I hope you have enjoyed this. Again, thanks for watching Glowing Card Gaming. I'll see you next time, and as always, be good to each other.